The gentle feel of elusive freedom finally caresses my skin. Like a lover's breath too many years out of my arms.
Hello everyone, welcome back to XNVR. My name is Christian, and once again, I have a little treat for you. I've been playing Metropolis, Lux Obscura, a title from Cthulhu Solutions. This game is dark, gritty, and in places more than a little bit raunchy. During my playthrough, it took me about an hour just to make my way to the first ending, of which there are 4. I was completely captivated. The storytelling is absolutely fantastic, and the fact that the way the story unfolds changes depending on where you choose to go is absolutely brilliant. Okay, to get to the end of the game did only take me an hour, but then again when you consider that there are 4 different endings, and it might take you a little longer to reach certain outcomes, this game, for a fairly modest price of just over £5, is brilliant value. You're looking at 4+ hours at the very least of gameplay, which, given how brilliantly it has been executed, is fantastic value for money. Now, there are certain things that I could not show in this video. As I did mention, in parts it does get a little bit raunchy. There are certain parts of the story and one place in particular where if you visit, you will be treated to some rather graphic images. Given that this is a game available on Steam, there's obviously not going to be anything overly pornographic, yet I definitely wouldn't recommend this as a title for the younger gamer. I also found that during my playthrough I was really quite heavily reminded of the comic book Sin City, not only because of the fact that it's told in a comic book style or the fact that it's in mostly black and white, but also just because of the story itself. Like I said, it's quite dark, it's quite gritty, but the story that's being told really lends itself to that style. And I was also, for the most part, kept pretty much always guessing as to how the story was going to unfold next. There are certain parts which you think, okay, yeah, I kind of saw that coming, but this game has enough up its sleeve so that it doesn't become overly predictable. As far as the gameplay, it's kind of if Sin City and Honey Pop were smashed together. That's kind of what you get. The vast majority of the actual interaction between you and the game is in a very Honey Pop or Candy Crush style, where it's a match 3 or 4 or plus symbols in order to get an effect. You will find that throughout the game your character gets into quite a lot of fights, and also it's extremely punishing if you happen to fail. There is no continue, there is no alternate path to the story. If you fail in any one of these fights, that's it, game over, back to the last save point, which is usually not too far back, but still enough to make you sort of groan a little, and that you might have to go through some dialogue that you've literally only just seen. Not that that's a bad thing, it is definitely a drive to get good at the game and work out exactly how it plays. And as far as learning the mechanics, in the very first fight, very early on in the game, it gives you a nice in-depth tutorial which explains the gameplay very, very well, meaning that there's no particularly sharp learning curve. It really helps you along with that first fight and tells you exactly what to expect. This is mainly a visual novel. This is a story that you're being taken on, and with these little choices that you can make, you can gain different outcomes. I found this to be an extremely enjoyable experience and well worth the money. Cthulhu Solutions has definitely hit the nail on the head with this one, and after playing it I decided to go and have a look at their backlog of other titles, and this is definitely the more mainstream friendly of their programs, even though it does feature quite a lot of violence and nudity. But anyway, in short, this is a fantastic title. It's a dark, gritty, risque story that's brilliantly told and well worth the very small amount of money required to play it. And actually, since recording the video, I have gone back through and played it another 3 times in order to get all 4 endings. And in each and every case, still entertained, still having a great time. This is a game that has, okay, slightly limited replayability, but still replayability, which again is just more points in the developer's corner for this being a great game and worth the purchase. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more from XNVR, check out the link below for more news, reviews, and our back catalogue of videos. Bye!
Get out of my place!
It used to be my place. Just need to get something, then I'm out of here.
Get him!